say miss, I do not want to chill. Yeah, nuts with my gang. You be just a stain. Cover on my chain.
Casual Gaming Poet here. Doing my pickup video here from Southeast Game Exchange down in Greenville, South Carolina this past weekend. Super excited. I met a ton of cool people and got some pretty good deals too. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to show you most of the stuff that I picked up, and then probably in another video I'm going to go over and show you some of the cooler pieces that I picked up. Alright, so I got all my pickups in here. So let's take a little look. We'll start off pretty easy here. I've got a so I own a Neo Geo MVS cabinet, and always looking for games for it. So we picked up Top Players Golf. This was like $20. That's not too bad. Picked up Cave Story for the Nintendo Switch. Always looking for new Switch games. That was $10. So the majority of the stuff I actually picked up was $5 and under, which is generally my rule for looking for stuff. We got some games here. Set that there without that falling. Got some PS2 games. Not a big PS2 guy, but picked up Super Bust-A-Move, FIFA Street, and But Ugly Martians. Those But Ugly Martians and FIFA Street were recommended by my buddy Chance, so it's actually pretty cool to pick those up, give them a try. FIFA Street, I know the Street games are usually good. FIFA Street should be good, but Ugly Martians, not too sure about. I also picked up a copy of Sneakers. This is a game, if you're looking for a complete set, to definitely keep an eye out for. It's a Toys R Us exclusive, and it's an Xbox exclusive. It looks like Hot Dog New. If you take a look here, it's just a mouse and stuff kicking. All those games I just showed you guys were complete. Let's see. On the way up, we pass a pawn shop. Blu-rays were $1 a piece. There's a couple more in here, and I'll show you guys in a second. Picked up Logan and Spider-Man Homecoming. Actually really excited to watch those. These were $1 a piece. We've got Midway, what is this? Midway Arcade Treasures 3, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which I think I already have, and Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Once again, dope stuff to find, so excited, especially at $1 a piece. You can't really pass that up. Let's see what we got here. Extermination for the PS2. We got some Wii games. We got Madden 13. This was $1. And 007 Legends. We've got Midway Arcade Greatest Hits for the Genesis. This is another one of those. This is just a DVD. I've been trying to thrift all the Star Wars movies because I plan on going overseas at some point to Japan and actually living there for a bit. So I want to be able to have access to a whole bunch of American media that I can all just basically dump on a server. Usually I'd rather have the Blu-rays of these, but like $1, I'm not going to pass it up. And we've got Chess Master. There you go. Scribblenauts Unlimited. Excuse me. Thor Ragnarok, another one of those Blu-rays from that pawn shop. Namco Museum Volume 3. I'm pretty sure I picked this game up like 4 times this weekend. That was $1. Splatterhouse, this was like $2. For those of you that don't know, I think this game actually has the original Splatterhouse on it, which is pretty much why I picked it up. If that's right, it's definitely a little hidden gem for PS3 and Xbox 360. We've got Fantasy Zone: The Maze. It's complete. About a year or so ago, actually about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was trying to decide what to actually do with my game collection, and I came up with this idea of something called an Alpha and Omega collection. Hashtag please don't sue me, dude. Basically, you take the Sega Master System, you can complete that, and the Sega Dreamcast and complete that. So you have the beginning of Sega and the end of Sega, and you just basically end up putting them together to have a collection. It's about, and work towards that, it's about 375 pieces, give or take, and it's about 250 for the Dreamcast and about 100 and some change for the North American Mega System, Master System. So I picked up a couple games for that. Another one of those Blu-rays, Kingsman. That's probably the only movie I should have passed on, but at a buck, that's not too bad. We've got Shanghai and Space Harrier. Shanghai was $5, Space Harrier was $5, and then I think Fantasy Zone was $15. So we got those. Keith Courage and Alpha Zone. This way I can finally have a couple games if I ever do come across a TurboGrafx before I go overseas. Set that down, and we've got Prize Fighter on the Sega CD, $1. I'm not going to pass that up. And let's see. We got Tetris DS. I love Tetris, love puzzle games. Dr. Mario Puzzle League Combo Kart. This came from a local game shop up in Charlotte that we passed on the way down. This is Worms Armageddon. I'm always a big proponent of promoting small local shops on a lot of my hobbies, like board gaming and game collecting. So it's always really important to have that and support those guys. So generally when I stop, I try and pick up a little something. Nothing crazy. And usually if you do that, you build rapport with them. When they get in those cooler pieces, you get a little bit of a better deal on it. And you're helping out the community that you care about. Let's see. I finally picked up a NES Game Genie. It was $1. I've seen those a couple times, but I haven't actually gotten a good rate on those. Usually they end up being like about $10. We've got Primal Rage, which came from Safepoint. I didn't have this. It was $10 complete. I pretty much picked it up because, as you can see here, it's got a little coupon for Six Flags that I'd make them honor. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. Couple more new games here. Super Mario Land 2. Arcade Classics. Arcade Advanced by Konami. Super Mario Land 2 was $5. I've been looking for that game for a real long time at a decent price, and $5 I was like, finally, whatever, I'll get it. I didn't go super heavy in the NES. I was really hoping to see like just a bucket of NES games for like $5 and under, so I could actually get some filler for my collection. Unfortunately, I didn't really see that. But I did pick up a few games that I didn't have, that I knew I didn't have. Ren and Stimpy Show Buckaroos. McKids. And Fester's Quest. Honestly, I'm probably not going to go for a full NES library. Kind of bums me out that I'm not going to do that, but what can you say? And I've got gaming here. So I've tried to actually do this video a few times. The first couple times it happened, I actually put some stuff away. Because I figured, okay, I'll use it. It wasn't very great. I didn't like the way it came out. We picked up for $2 Pac-Man and Galaga Dimensions. And if you guys give me 1 second, I will go grab the few pieces that I actually put away were basically some handheld stuff. We've got Namco Museum box. This was $2. This basically let me give my mom my used copy because she likes playing on GBA. So I did that for her, and I picked up 2 PSP games, Loco Roco and Kingdom of Paradise. I love the PSP. It's a great system. I think more folks should mess with it. But we pretty much got that for you. Those are all my pickups from Southeast Game Exchange. I had an awesome time. I met so many cool people, and I met so many cool people. Made a lot of friends, and I enjoyed myself so much. I'm definitely thinking about maybe going to Retropalooza and Savannah Game Expo in November, just because I had such a wild and fun time. My first time actually meeting a lot of the other folks in the community. Everybody was super open, and that was just absolutely awesome. And you know, you guys were so awesome. I just wanted to give everybody a shout out. So that's the first part. I've got 4 games left. I'm going to show you guys in a little video. Then we're going to take a little closer look at them in depth, and maybe open them. Maybe show you guys some boards. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.